I've spent the last few seconds trying to get my collar together and I keep flipping it down, but it's just curled up like that. So, anyways, y'all, back with another review on my little Tubi kick, trying to catch up on the new arrivals on Tubi. So, ran across this one called One Woman's Trash. Wasn't too long either. It was like a little bit over an hour. So, I don't know if that's considered a short film, but while you're watching it, it doesn't feel that way. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in that hour and some change, like enough to give you a nice little thriller. All right. So we meet she's the typical gold digger. She wants her man to pay this, pay that. She's not working. She had all these different gigs that didn't work out for her. He's an aspiring film director, right? And starving artist, right? Like, I totally understand. So while I'm watching that, like as it's building up towards the climax, I'm like, okay, well, I already know how it's gonna end in a way. Like, we know that something's gonna happen to where they break up and he's gonna, surprise, be this big time movie director, which does end up happening. But what did surprise me in this movie is how crazy she got. Like, she was doing him dirty, cheating, got pregnant. It wasn't his baby. She had an abortion. She ended up being with the other dude, which ended up being just like her. Like, the way she was with her man, not working, not contributing, wanting him to pay everything. That's how this dude was, right? So that was a little twist, because I honestly thought he was gonna be like super abusive to her or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure this out as I go along. The lady that plays this main character, I saw her in one other movie, and it's hard for me to judge because this is just the second movie that I've seen her in, but she has a very stoic look, like just very kind of emotionless, and she looked like that in the other movie and this one as well. Even though she conveyed different emotions, she still looked that way. So I don't know if that's just something with the acting that might need work on, or whatever, but that's kind of what I feel. I just feel like she's kind of just like, in the last two movies I saw, beautiful lady, but I what I did like about this movie is I like that it pretty much packed like a punch a lot of material into a short time frame. There weren't any scenes that were too long, which of course you can't do that too much of that with an hour long movie, hour and some change. What I didn't expect after they broke up was for her to be just get totally psycho, like total Lifetime movie network type of psycho. You know what I'm saying? LMN. Maybe Hallmark when they're not doing the Christmas movie thing. She finds, let's see, the dude that she cheated on her dude with, of course, we all know he was cheating on her with other people and all this stuff. And she started stalking people. Her friend, who I did not like, her friend who was she had too much energy for me. Just too much. She finds out that her friend is screwing her new dude and all this stuff. I'm happy to report, though, that after she got with her stalking stuff and found her ex-boyfriend and his new girl, which happened to be this girl that worked at the diner that she called a bum or something. She had a real bad attitude towards everybody, right? She tried to kill the lady, was holding the child. I thought she was going to kidnap the child. So I'm glad I was wrong about that. And then I do like the ending. The ending, she was in jail. They didn't have to do her braids like that. I'm sorry. They to me, they made it seem like if you don't have a wig on, you just busted as hell. Like, why did y'all have to have her braids like that? Y'all could have gave her some very neat two braids, straight, slick back with a little gel going on. They had her hair looking I know you were in prison, but somebody in there knows how to braid, especially in a women's prison. I'm pretty sure there's men in men's prison that know how to braid. That right there was like, damn, why they didn't have to have her looking toe up like that? But anyway, when she was in jail at the end, she was talking to her friend that is an attorney and said, well, she's not dead. She's in a coma or something. Now, Tubi has a tendency, I can't say the network, but people that put their movies on Tennessee have a tendency to put their movies on Tubi, have a tendency to do like part 2, part 3. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a part 2 to this. Like, is she going to get out and still try to get with her ex-boyfriend? The one that, you know, she was like gold digging off of and just doing him wrong, cheating on him and stuff. Is she gonna get out and the woman that she shot is gonna try to get revenge? Is her ex-boyfriend gonna try to get revenge? Is she gonna come out and try to go dig on somebody else? Like, something tells me there's gonna be a part 2. Again, the movie is called One Woman's Trash. Something you can learn from this movie, which I feel like, you know, I'm in my late 30s. Anybody in my age group, we already know this type of stuff. You know, you do wrong, wrong gonna come back to you. Sometimes wrong comes to you even when you're not trying to do wrong. I mean, that's just how life is. No good deed goes unpunished, as the saying says. But here's the thing, though. Everybody that is pursuing a dream is not going to make it. So it's kind of like, do you want to stick around and struggle with this person in hopes that their dream might come through? Because, yeah, he made it, but there's a lot of people out there that aren't making it as whatever they're trying to do. So that's a toss in the air, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that it's like, when you watch this movie, it's like, she was definitely wrong. Like, I feel like she should have just left, but don't go crazy because dude made it and you didn't know he was going to make it. Like, it was so crazy because there's some things she was doing. Like, she wanted him to pay off her credit card debt. He had saved up money to buy this piece of equipment to make films with. She got all mad about it. He pawned it. She took it and bought some lingerie and I think some hair and like dinner for them to go out. You know, it's like, use your money wisely. That's something I got out of this. Like, I feel like if you're going to get something out of this movie, always keep your little stash of dough somewhere. You just, to spend, I think it was like $2,800 or something he got for the camera. And she spent it on some lingerie and hair and all this stuff. But anyway, I actually look forward to seeing her in some more movies. Like I said, she has this same like stoic face. Then again, there are actors and actresses that kind of just have a look to them. So she might be one of those, all right? So shout out to you, my 67 subscribers. Also shout out to you that have not subscribed, but you know you can. Just hit that button. I'm trying to grow my channel. Like and share. Peace and blessings to you all. All right, until next time.